Hey, hey. So, Geminis, welcome back, guys. So, here we go. We're going to jump on into a story. I know we're already at the end of Monday, but I still wanted to do kind of like the overall energy of the week for this one. So, let's go ahead and take a quick peek and see what's the overarching energy of the week for our gems. We got an Eight of Coins, got an Ace of Swords, got a Nine of Cups, we got a Six of Wands. Okay, so first off, a lot of joy to be had in a career path this week, which is really nice. Hi, Assad. Wonderful to see you. Thank you for being here tonight. This Gemini looks like they're in a really great energy of maybe they're having a major breakthrough. Maybe they're putting the finishing touches on something in their work, something that they do really well, and it's like somebody's having a pretty good breakthrough. Either they make a really nice paycheck this week or they have some really great clients. But I would say that this is someone really excels. They feel like they're kind of coming into their own. They really see their achievements. They realize also that I've changed. I've grown a lot. Look at what I'm capable of doing now. Look at how far I've come. Look at my level of expertise. Look at what I'm good at. And this doesn't have to be work per se, but it's something that they work on. This could be somebody who's like it's something that they care enough to work on. So say it's like, oh, I've been laying tile in my own bathroom. I wanted to retile it myself, and at first it was really hard and it was taking forever, and now I'm just like, I'm rocking it. Like, I could totally do this. And they're realizing, you know what, somehow this has made me smarter. It's also made me think about other things that I can do. Where else can I apply these skills? Maybe how else can I make money off of these amazing skills? Somebody's realizing as they like stack themselves up against like the competitors, they realize, yeah, I got something. And I think that this is really, it's giving our character a real thrill. They're kind of realizing that they are more talented than what they gave themselves credit for. They're also more business savvy than they gave themselves credit for. They are pleased with themselves because they realize I can learn anything. That means literally I could do anything else that I wanted to next. There's something really satisfying about challenging ourselves to learn how to do something that we didn't know how to do. And then when we get good at it, it's like, hot diggity, look at that. I did that. I wonder what else I could do. You notice how this Nine of Cups, this is huge satisfaction, but we also have like this genie behind her, almost like any of my wishes could come true now. And it's really that sense of saying, well, I could literally have anything that I want come true in my life. It's the difference is it's not coming from, oh, I have somebody who will magically come and give me the things that I want. It's that I am my own genie. I got the skills to learn anything I need to, and that can take me places. I am my own magic lamp. I can actually, rub my head and good ideas come out of it. And then I learn what I need to, and I make that stuff happen. This is a very self-assured character. I love this Gemini. I love the fact that obviously with the Six of Wands, they're kind of on like a nice high right now because they trust themselves. I'm intelligent enough to learn anything that I need to learn. Well, every person is, right? Anything that we want to learn badly enough or that we have to learn, it's amazing. It's amazing what we can do when one of those two situations occur in our lives. But what's really awesome about it is that this character is just feeling at the top of their game. They're really recognizing that they can make the life that they want for themselves. That's an awesome energy to be in for a week, that's for sure. Hi, Krylin, how are you? A human story, wonderful to see you. Hi, Vatsala. Protector mindset, hello, hello. Oh, thank you so much, Assad. All right, so here we go. We've got Temperance in the reverse, though. We've got a Four of Wands in the reverse. We have an Ace of Wands upright, and we have a Four of Coins in the reverse. So now we shift away from career and life goals, because that's awesome this week for our Gemini. But there is an area where I would argue this is probably the areas of love and romance and even passion. Um, but our Gemini is coming to a place of peace. There was some kind of a connection. It didn't work out. It just didn't. And Gemini is kind of reflecting on that, maybe ruminating on it a little bit, but they're ruminating it about it in the right way. Temperance in the reverse says, what I'm seeing is why there wasn't a stable foundation. A Four of Wands should be like a nice table. We expect tables to be flat, right? We don't expect to set our coffee cup on a table and it's like this and our coffee runs out. So we would expect that lots of things in life would be balanced. A relationship would be balanced. The way we feel about another person, the trust that we give them, the way we care about them, they should care about us, at least kind of in the basic equal way. It shouldn't be one-sided. And I think that our Gemini, as they ruminate on possibly a relationship, they're thinking about it going, you know what was wrong with that relationship? It was like a table where two legs were too tall and the other legs were too short. It wasn't balanced. It's not they were wrong, they were bad, they were horrible. It's more just like, you know what? It wasn't balanced. And without balance, how do you have anything there? Maybe we were good at passion because Ace of Wands is here, but with instead of it just being a wand, which could talk about, lust and passion, we actually see an olive branch. It's a little bit like, all right, maybe we did have great passion. I can make peace with the fact that that might have been the extent of our connection, and I can be okay with that. I can release it, and I don't have to feel guilty or feel ashamed or feel brokenhearted. Look, sometimes relationships don't go the distance, and yet I'm still glad that I had that, whatever passion we shared, because that's a beautiful part of, being alive and being a human, is to be able to share passion with someone. Maybe I wanted it to be a lot more than just that, but it wasn't. But you know what? Like pizza, even when it's cold, it's still pretty good. I'm sorry. It's like, even when something is not everything that we wanted it to be, does that mean that it has to be super dramatic and it's like, oh my gosh, this was horrible, I so wish that I hadn't ever met that person? This Gemini says, no, you know what, I'll hold on to that memory. It'll kind of keep me warm at some point in time where I think back in my life and I say, yeah, I had a wonderful experience with somebody. We just weren't that good together. We didn't last because we weren't really balanced, but that's okay. I can release that. This is a darn good week for this Gemini because they're not carrying baggage. You notice that the common theme here is this Gemini is moving forward in every aspect. There's no blockages for them. They're, as I say that, and we get a Five of Swords in the reverse. This is also, if there had been conflict with a particular person or within a group dynamic, that's lifting too. Gemini could get some really good news this week about, hey, that situation where you weren't sure if you were going to get that permit to be able to whatever, take out that tree in the front yard. Well, the city's approved it. It could be something simple or something huge, but whatever it is, it's like there's other good news on the horizon. It just kind of like opens up doorways and lets things flow a little bit better. It makes it so that previous blockages are just kind of dissolved, especially if there was a sticky situation amongst like colleagues, possibly. That could also be, but it was something that was blocked for a while is getting unblocked. We have a Knight of Cups and we have a Ten of Swords. I don't know why, but I'm looking at this Knight of Cups more like sitting down and having a cup of tea with someone or planning on that. And here's the weird thing, because it comes on the heels of this, and I'm going to go ahead and read this like it's a whole cluster, a good cluster though. I'm going to say this. Sometimes the way we end conflict with another person, it's like they give a signal or we give a signal that we're waving the white flag. It's like, I don't want to fight with you anymore. And both people understand it, and they'll say something that they don't actually mean about, like, you know what, I'm sorry that we had that conflict. Like, I was just having a rough day. And the other person's like, oh, no problem. I totally get it. And hey, have you tried that coffee house down the road? We should go there someday. And both people go, yeah. And they're like, we're never doing that. This is the nice way that we've ended things. We basically put something out there where it's like, there's a peace offering, but I don't think it's going to happen. And I say that because it comes with that Ten of Swords. It's not really a painful ending, though, because there's something softer about it. This This is something non-related to love, even though this is emotion. This is not a love offer. This is the offer that comes. This could be like with a sibling, somebody that we had conflict with, and it's like, ugh, I'm so glad we're burying the hatchet, but we probably aren't actually going to. We both know that we care about each other, basically, but I don't think it's going to go further than that. I don't feel like this is about a romance at all. This could be two people who do actually respect each other, but they know that they don't really work that well together, and that's probably why they had some blockage. But it's clearing of the air. It's like an email or a message or something that comes in where somebody obviously doesn't want to fight anymore, and that's awesome. Both people end cordially and in a meaningful way. Like, yeah, I know that you care about me. I care about you too, but we also know that we don't dance very well together. So let's let this be. That's the way I would see it. This could even be that somebody says, hey, I'd like to come by and see you, and both people kind of know that, yeah, at some point we'll do that, but they don't set a date in time because it doesn't need to go any further than this. It's just nice to see over and over again. We keep getting energy where really the big picture is Gemini has other stuff to deal with this week. Their week is going so great. Their life is on this better stretch. Their energy is focused on positivity, growth, not just self reliance, but success in one's life. And that is allowing them to kind of like energetically flush out anything else that had some negative energy to it. They're allowing themselves to let let other people off the hook too, let bygones be bygones. They're too busy having a good time this week to be too worried about the other relationships in life that don't always go so smooth. I want to get one more kind of like for the overarching energy. Where did that deck go that I wanted? Hold on. There it is. Sorry, I have decks all over the place right now. I'm supposed to be a Virgo, a big Virgo with tons of Virgo placements. I'm so not a tidy Virgo. I am a piglet. Piggy, piggy, piggy. I have a mess everywhere. We have Messenger. The news and answers you are waiting for are on the way. Well, that's kind of what we already saw in this. We see success coming in that lets our character know that they're on the right path, that they've got the skills that they need. Their brain is giving them those signals that, hey, we got this. Meanwhile, they're also able to kind of like logically think things out with a situation that ended, but realizing, yeah, but it was all for the best, and I have some good memories, and then wrapping up and letting go of some other hostility, and realizing that without saying it, the signal here is that we're going to end on a good note, but we're not necessarily going to interact again, or at least not interact again by trying to patch things up or spend a bunch of time together. But we both got the memo. We both know what this means. It's a polite way to end conflict because truthfully, I think it's about people that do care about each other, but they just don't work well together. And that's just with one little side story. So it's kind of a busy week. There's a lot of different things going on. What I like is that the good stuff by far outweighs any of the negative in this. The self-reliance, the positivity, the growth, the potential for really great finances, the ability to make one's life whatever a character wants it to be. That's our primary story in this. So, of course, everything else pales by comparison. Disappointments diminish in importance when we got stuff like this going on, aces and 9 of cups and 6 of wands. This is all so positive. It doesn't even matter. It's like, who cares if it's raining outside when we're in a wonderful hot tub on a vacation? You know what I mean? It's like certain little things don't matter as much anymore when we're in a really good place otherwise. So that is what I've got for that one, you guys. Thank you again, Geminis, for all your patience with me as I've been away for a bit. But thank you so much. How about telling you, sweetie pie? Thank you so much. You're so kind. Hi, little fawn. Good to see you. Greg is in the house. Awesome to see you, Greg. Wajuna Wild, hello, hello. Your rising is Gemini. Awesome. Very nice. I'm not lucky enough to have any Gemini at all. And I kind of wish that I did because we've been getting some awesome Gemini stories lately. And I'm like, I want to be a Gemini. Will you guys adopt me? I asked somebody else to adopt me too. A couple of zodiacs. I'm like, I really like certain zodiac signs reading for them. I like them all, but there's a couple where like I have a couple people that are near and dear to me in different zodiacs, and I'm always like, the Cancerians should adopt me too, because I have a lot of strong bonds with Cancerians also. And strangely, they never watch my channel, which I think is so funny because I'm like, I love you. Anyway, you guys, lots of love to all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. Mwah. I will see you guys again very soon. All right. Oh, Assad, I didn't know you're Libra. Very nice. So you pop over to the Gemini side too and just hang out. That's wonderful. I'm honored that you do. Septipit, how are you? Good to see you. Well, excuse me, Angelo. Good to see you. Hey, Rosie. Thank you, honey. I love you guys too. Bye for now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.